So let's go back to Santos being in the military, right? He's this great decorated veteran, and he's served in 2 tours. Even though he's 19, he was in the military for 4 years. For 4 whole years. At 19 years old, and served 2 tours. All of that is bullshit. He never served nothing. He did ROTC. He signed up for the military, and his punk ass never showed up because that's the little bitch that he is. Okay? So, he never did that. And what is the most disrespectful thing that anybody, in my opinion, let me not speak for others, the most disrespectful that anybody can do to anybody in the military, the veterans, everything, in my opinion, would be to claim stolen valor. And that is what he is doing. He has come on this app. He has been on every streaming platform talking about how he has stolen, or how he served in the military, how he did 2 tours, he served 4 years. Thank you, homebody. All of that stuff. He has a stolen valor. That is the lowest of the low, and I don't care how great he may end up and turn out. He will never be okay in my book because he has stolen valor, and to me that is very, very serious. But who was his bestie, right? Who loved on him with all of that? Thank you, Betty. What the hell's her name? Yeah, it is Ashley. Ash Trevino. Ash Trevino is showing him the pepperonis, was letting her cat smell the rose, all on live, the whole 9, all for him. They wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Right? So we're going back to when the police came because he was, and he was only 19 years old. And this ding dong showed the fake, I don't know if it was fake, but the military ID, a picture of it with the wrong date on it to show he was 24. All of that is fake. And once Ashley found out, she still supported him, correct? So one would think that she just doesn't give a crap about the military. Because how can you if you're supporting someone who has stolen valor, okay? So I say all that because this is what she said on her live the other night. This is on IG.
More stuff happened this week, but behind closed doors. It happened.
This is what she's talking about. Literally, Mary. What she's talking about, she's talking about the issue that happened with Uncle Fester. Hi, Bunny. Uncle Fester, his cousin or whatever, and his son. So this is what she's talking about and what started all of that drama.
Off the internet, so I'm not gonna say what I was about to take off. I really was. I was about to leave. I was like, you know what? Let me just leave. Let me just go. And then the cops showed up. So
literally, Morgan.
Like I said,
she said everyone in the military makes fun of other branches. That has been a lifelong thing. They do it. They make fun of each other in different branches because that's just something that they do. The videos that they talk about it when they're if you have to jump a fence is how the army does it, the military, all of those things. That's just something they do, but they respect each other.
Okay. People are gonna believe him. That's fine. Go ahead. I'm not telling you to believe me. I'm not telling you to believe him. I mean,
exactly.
Only we know what happened. It also started because his cousin called my brother a pussy. And one thing you don't do is disrespect my family, especially my brother who served in the military. And what his cousin said was that people in the Air Force are pussies. That's a pussy branch to be in. My brother was in the Air Force. And so I felt that was like disrespecting the country and my brother. He was in the military, but he was in the Army. He wasn't in the Air Force. So I told him, I said, don't disrespect my brother like that. My brother still went to Iraq, Afghanistan. Every branch is different, but you know what? You have to be really smart to be in the Air Force. You have to pass all these tests to be in the Air Force. Not just anybody can join the Air Force, like they can join the Army. So for him to sit there and say that my brother was basically a pussy for joining the Air Force is what pissed me off. That's what started the argument. Because you don't sit there and disrespect my brother.
So let's break that down a little bit. So, all in one thing, she completely contradicts herself. You don't talk shit about the people who are in the military, but let's not forget, right? She still to this day praises and said that she would still work with Santos and be with Santos if Bree wasn't around, but he claims stolen valor, so the highest level of disrespect. Okay, so she's cool with someone who's stolen valor, but then goes on and says, but my brother's the best because he's in Air Force, and this guy, the guy that's talking, he's just in the Army, so like anybody, and she literally goes on to say, anybody can get into the Army, but not the Air Force. You have to be smart, special, whatever. So she's dissing out other branches of the military, but mad because someone who's in the military talked about another branch of the military, which that's what they do. They banter with each other in regards to who's in what branch and where. To me, it doesn't matter. Ashley, you support someone who's stolen valor. In my opinion, this is only my thoughts, my opinions. I'm not speaking for nobody else. In my opinion, if you support somebody who has stolen valor, you no longer have any say on who can do what and or say what about anybody in the military. Now, if you're just saying that you're just mad because he called your brother a bitch, whatever, then that's one thing. But don't throw the military into it because that's what it is. No. Man, you no longer have a say. Yeah, not okay. Any brand, yeah. She keeps talking about the DV, but the remarks she made about... Merrick went there. Love it. Absolutely. She thought it was so funny. She's talked about how many other people who have been in DV situations, and she laughed about it. She laughed about it when Bree supposedly went through it. She's laughed about it with absolutely everybody and thinks it's so funny. But the minute something happens to her, it's all different. Oh, absolutely, Cindy. And All Money, when he did it, chef's kiss. Because All Money's been in the military. He pulled all of the records. He had absolutely everything. You know what, Janelle, I don't really know, like, what the actual consequences are, if there are consequences. There should be. But I don't know. Does anybody know, like, is there, like, any laws or something? You would think that there would, especially, like, if people are using it to, you can go to jail. Oh, why is his ass not in jail? That's what she said, is that she hopes Bree miscarries. Wasn't Ash just talking about wanting to have a baby with Uncle Fester? Now listen. The last thing you need to do is have another child as well, because you don't take care of the ones that you have. Okay? I don't think people, and this may be very controversial. I don't care. I'm going to say it. You have children. Sorry, Lindsay said Ash is fixed. Is she? She looks broken to me. Just kidding. If you have children that you were able to see, right? It's in your realm to be able to see and be a part of their life, and you choose not to. I don't think you should get to have more kids. Why bring more people into this world for you to cause childhood trauma on? Look at all these kids that we're talking about, right? That their parents were on here and just spreading all of this stuff. And I hate to keep quoting the judge, but I absolutely love the judge in 2K and Bree's thing. She tells everybody that she can. You have kids. They are not consenting to have all of this information. Thank you, Lucas. All of this information put out onto the internet. Thank you, Lucas. They don't approve. They've not consented. And eventually they're going to be old enough to see it. So you have to really be careful as to what it is that you're going to put out there. Right? Because it just doesn't make sense. Yes, Homebody Hideout is absolutely hilarious. She has really pulled me through this weekend. You should get one chance if she mistreats your bands. Yeah. I think I'd heard somewhere someone saying, I can't remember what it was. It was something about them leaving their kids and then getting a chance to come back.